Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's good, everybody?
What's poppin', Slackers? Welcome back for another episode of Slack Pick'em, Week 9 NFL picks.
Yes.
I gotta redeem myself. Last week was a bad week.
Last week,
It was a bad
last
week.
week was awful for me. It's about as bad as my internet connection is right now. uh, but we appreciate everybody being here with us for sure. And yeah, we're gonna get it popping here in just a minute. We'll give a second for some people to join in.
Absolutely.
Your day going okay so far?
Yeah, man, chilling. You know what I mean? Had the had another interview this morning
Oh, okay.
with Michael's company. So that's pretty cool.
Keeping it moving, man. Keeping it moving. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Welcome to the show, Carmen San Diego. What's good?
Earth is Carmen San Diego.
I know we got a couple San Diegos. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to bring that theme song back.
I know. Matter of fact, we need an intro. We need an intro for Slack Pick'em. You know what I'm saying? We get I know
true.
super producer Marcus is mad busy right now, but if he's got some couple of minutes for us, maybe we can get in there and get an intro for the Slack Pick'em for the rest of the season or something like that. Because that'd be dope.
Yeah, that would be really cool for sure. Yeah, as we always say, we could try to keep improving a little bit here and there as we can. So that's a great idea, Strizzy. We'll have to make that happen.
Oh yeah, brother Eric in the building. What's good, family?
What's good? What's good, brother? We got Stacy in there too.
Stacy in there. What up, dog? Hey, Stacy, that was that vacation, man. I seen you on the beach. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what's up.
I think she was in San Diego, getting away for a little bit.
That's what's up. We might have to get a little recap of that later, but I think that's what's up. I think we'll go ahead and hit our intro real quick and go ahead and get it popping.
Get it popping.
And we back.
Yep.
So just quick housekeeping real quick. It is going to be the OG crew, me and my boy Strizzy today. Miss Myra got called into some things, but she did send her picks over. And then as we've been alluding to, our super producer, Matt Marcus, he's behind the scenes for right now. He's got a lot of stuff going on, but he always is sending his love from behind the scenes as well. So with that being said, definitely going to go ahead and get into this. Stacy said amazing in Dago. That's what's up. See?
Yeah.
I haven't taken a trip in too long, so it would be nice to kind of get away.
It's been a minute.
And brother Eric, I miss you too. I haven't seen you in a while. I'm sorry to hear that you've been under the weather, but definitely hope you get better soon.
For sure, man.
And definitely take all precautions necessary. Yes.
Absolutely. Get that rest in for sure.
For sure. All right, I'm gonna see if I can share my application window properly. And once we do that, we'll go ahead and get it popping. All right. Week 9 NFL picks. So we got a couple silly little things on here. I do got to shout out Wims. Everybody's been kind of talking mess about him, but you know what? He got pissed off. He had to handle his business. That's a Georgia Bulldog. And the corner is actually a Florida Gator, and that's the matchup this week. So I think he was just kind of getting ready for this big rivalry, for those two schools. And also, I want to mention this is the same dude that got punched by his teammate, Michael Thomas. So probably an agitator type dude. You know what I'm saying?
Most likely.
We got our punter here in a mask. I think that what is that? Johnny Hecker? Yeah, Johnny Hecker. But kind of put him on there just because there's been a lot of kind of COVID tests going around this week. More than in the last couple of weeks, not as much as in the first couple of weeks, but definitely another concern. But no games are being canceled lately, so we'll see how that trend continues. Over there, we got Cam Newton. Man, they were close to a victory last week, but that was really big for the Buffalo Bills. Cam kind of fumbled it away there at the end, but that was a really kind of exciting game from last week. I'm looking forward to some of these games from this week. We got the Ravens over there in the corner. They kind of got sat down in the corner a little bit for right now. but they'll be right back. They'll be okay.
Yeah,
they'll
they should
be
bounce back.
they'll be back. And then we got the matchup of tonight. We got the 49ers and the Packers. Of course, I got my boy Sourdough Sam on there. You know, that's one of my favorite mascots in the league. You know what I'm saying? he gets it in. He gets it in.
Absolutely.
So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into our Thursday night matchup. We got the Green Bay Packers over there. It's kind of hard to tell what they are. It's kind of hard to see what they are right now with their record. So that's kind of how I put it on there because I can't really tell what they are. Are they a good team or not?
Right.
Or are they that same team from last year where they'll beat up on bad competition, but then stink against the big boys? So,
and even then, they just lost to Minnesota this last week, and Minnesota put a hurting on them. So,
yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like they're not like I still say Minnesota's one of those teams that could. I think they're 2-6, something like that, but they could just easily be 6-2. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they've lost some tough ones, man. They've lost some tough ones
for sure. So they're still trying to figure that out over there. And then of course the 49ers. You got your boy Nick Mullins. He's ready for the moment. He's not scared. Jimmy G out. That's okay for him. And then you got the coach down there trying to figure out who he's going to play on this roster. They've been without a lot of people all year. It's been really bad for them. Probably the worst out of everybody with the injury. So, with all that being said, I am going to go with Green Bay on the road. I feel like they're going to have to get this done if they want to get back on the right track. What do you say?
I agree with you on that one. I think Green Bay for sure. NFC is deep, you know what I mean? There's so many teams with great records, and they need to take this NFC team out, you know what I mean? Especially with them so hurt right now. I mean, the 49ers are really injured. I think their entire offense is injured right now. Like they were saying the last time, I think nobody on the starting lineup right now hadn't touched the ball or something like that in the last.
They were not projected starters either.
Yeah, something like that's crazy. Like they're missing literally everybody. Mostert's out, Kittle's out, Jimmy G's out, everybody. Everyone's just hurt. So I don't know. Offense and defense is struggling, man. So yeah, Green Bay all the way.
Yeah. Green Bay on the road. It looks like everybody in the chat so far that's commenting in has got the Packers as well. Looks like that should be a clean sweep, but it's kind of dangerous when we're all on one side. That's when those crazy things happen like last week. So, All right, so let's move on from Thursday night football and move into the weekend slate of the games. Week 9 in the NFL should be pretty crazy. We'll start off on Sunday morning with the Denver Broncos at the Atlanta Falcons. How you feel about this one, Strizzy?
I don't feel very good at all. The Broncos defense is still pretty good, and they've been in games and have been winning games that we didn't really expect them to win. Falcons are still kind of a toss-up team. So 1 week they look pretty good, 1 week they look pretty bad. I am going Falcons at home on this one because I just believe in their starters more than I do Denver's, but Falcons for sure.
Got you. I'm kind of torn on this one, but I'm kind of going with the Broncos. I feel like the Falcons lose the games they're supposed to win, and the Broncos win the games they're supposed to lose. So
True.
It's kind of weird.
True.
It's kind of weird how they're backwards like that, but I am going to go with the Broncos on the road here. Gotta have love for my Missouri boy, Drew Lock.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got going on in the chat, though. We got Atlanta from Brother Eric, but then we got Broncos, and my boy G Hayes. Gabriel, what's good? What's good? Glad to see you back on again. He's going with the Packers, so that's what's up. And Gabriel, I was supposed to see your pops today. I might see him later, but definitely hit me up after this. I want to catch up with you for sure. So, all right. That's my little brother. That's what's up. Okay. Next up, we have the Seattle Seahawks at the Buffalo Bills. Both teams coming off some good division victories. Both teams seemingly on the rise. I'm going to go with the Seattle Seahawks in this one. Buffalo's defense has just been not quite right, not the same. And their offense, while they can be explosive, it's just not quite the same as what Russell Wilson's doing. So I'm going Seattle.
Absolutely. Same here. I'm going Seattle as well. Did the trade deadline for NFL it ended already, right?
Yeah, it ended on Tuesday.
Okay, that's right. All right, cool. I'm just curious because they're talking about J.J. Watt possibly being moved around, but that probably won't be till at least next year. But yeah, man, I'm taking Seahawks as well. I love what they did last week against the 49ers. I know they were hurting, but I love seeing them in the second half of that game still with the pedal to the floor and not allowing 49ers to make gains of a comeback. So I hope they continue that all year. If they do, they're going to be even more dangerous than they've already been.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with that. We got Seahawks coming in, Seattle, Hawks, but the Bills could win. Yeah, it should be a close game. Sure. Also, I got to do some cleanup real quick. My bad. Myra did give us her picks.
Oh, you're
so
right.
I'm going to run this through real quick, and then I'll remember to do them when we go to the chat too. So she's got the Packers over the 49ers. She has the Broncos over the Falcons. And then also one more from the chat. Welcome in new slacker Bobby. What's
What's up,
good?
Bobby?
F the
What's good, my
Broncos, he
guy?
says. So I think he's
He's a
going
Chiefs
with
fan.
the Falcons. Okay, I got
He's
you.
a Chiefs fan. Yep, he's a Chiefs fan.
That makes sense. So, and then getting up to speed with this one, Myers also taking Seahawks. Bobby's also taking the Seahawks. So that's what's up.
Yeah, that's my boy. We went to high school together.
Shout out, welcome in. Thank you for joining in the show for sure. So, next up, we have the Chicago Bears at the Tennessee Titans. We got Derrick Henry over there. He kind of almost got his crown snatched last week by Cincinnati, but he's putting it back on his head. I think they'll get this game. Chicago, they disappointed me a little bit against the Saints. They had that ball game, but they just didn't have enough. I think it'll be kind of more the same in this one. I'm going with Tennessee.
Me too. Same thing. Obviously, I hope for them. I hope for everybody in my division to lose, honestly. But I just don't think the Chicago Bears have the offense to get things done. You know what I mean? Defense is great, but I think Tennessee has defense and a little bit more offense than what the Chicago Bears do. So I'm taking Tennessee as well.
Got you. Myra took Tennessee as well. We got Tennessee, and then we got Stacy with the Bears, though, on the road. So, yeah, that should be an interesting matchup. It should be good. It should be a physical game. I like both of those defenses, the way they play. So
Definitely.
All right. Next up, we got Baltimore Ravens at the Indianapolis Colts. You got Hollywood Brown over there. He's a soldier. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's the point of having soldiers? You know what I'm saying? Right. So he's over there. He's soldiered up. He's got the headband on. He's ready to go. What do you think about this game, though? It's kind of an interesting matchup.
It is, man. As a Ravens fan, my AFC team, I really want to see them bounce back. But the problem is the team kind of imploded internally last week. A lot of players kind of venting their frustrations with the offense, stuff like that. And you never know, man. When stuff like that happens, it can go one of two ways. It can go, they start falling apart and they start losing, or they really bounce back in a really big way and just start going from there and getting things working on offense. So I am taking the Ravens, but we'll see, man. Indianapolis is a pretty good team as well, so we'll see. They can't lose that game.
Yeah, I'm kind of right there with you. I'm going with the Ravens. They got to bounce back from last week. The offense has just got to get better, though.
Yep.
I don't know exactly what's missing, but it's not the same. It's not as dynamic as it was last year. They definitely need to get back on track. Chat's kind of feeling the same way. Ravens have to win. Ravens. So yeah, I think that's how everybody's leaning. Brother Eric, that's his squad too. You know, he likes that. So
them boys.
Yeah, so that should be another physical matchup though. I like old school football, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
All right, next we got Strizzy's Panthers and Gabriel's Panthers at the Kansas City Chiefs. How are you feeling about your boys on this one?
Man, you know what it is. Tank for Trevor. We're gonna get dissected, man. You know what I mean? There are teams with poor offenses are really dissecting our defense and looking like really solid offenses. You know what I mean? Like I'm loving what Chin is doing. I think he honestly might get Defensive Rookie of the Year. He's looked that good. But we're still in a growing period, and I still don't think Teddy's it, and I don't think getting back on track is going to happen against Kansas City. That's for sure. So I'm going Kansas City for sure. Facts over feelings.
I agree with you. I think it should be a fun game, though. If Teddy B in the offense can light it up a little bit, if it becomes a shootout, that'd be kind of cool. But I see Kansas City running away with this one. Mahomes had 5 touchdowns and 400 yards last week, like under the radar. You know what I'm saying? It was the Jets, but it's still like, you know, he's over there heating up. He's ready to go.
Definitely.
He does not want to be forgotten.
And he could very well do the same thing to us. Honestly, he really could. Especially if they're running the ball well.
Yeah.
Bob, you know about to hear all that.
Brother Eric says skip.
For real.
KC, sorry, Strizzy. And the Chiefs, yeah. Carmen San Diego, facts over feelings. The Myra has the Chiefs on this one. She also had the Ravens for the last one. I can't remember if I said it or not. So another clean sweep on the board. Next up, we have the Detroit Lions at the Minnesota Vikings.
How you feeling on this one, dog?
This is another toss-up game. I want to go with Detroit, but I feel like every time I put any type of faith in them, they fall over. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Gabriel, by the way, going facts over feelings too. The Panthers are his squad, but yeah. So for this Detroit-Minnesota matchup, it's kind of a tough one for me. Minnesota, they beat up on the Packers and they look really good. I feel like if they can run the ball like that, obviously Cook is special when he's healthy. So
Shit.
I think maybe that's the start of something for them, even though they're only 2-5. I'm gonna go with Minnesota though on this one.
That's what's up. Yeah, man, I agree with you. This was a toss up for me too. When the Lions look good, they look really, really good. And then sometimes the next following week, it's like, man, what happened? What happened to this team that was the team the week prior? You know what I mean? I am taking the Vikings to run to run away with this one. Not run away with it. I think they are going to win. I got Dalvin Cook as the second best running back in the league, man, behind my boy CMC. So if they can continue that, like you said, when he's healthy, he's special. So I think they get this done.
Yeah. Let's see. Myra has the Vikings as well.
Yeah.
And then in the chat we got Vikings, we got Lions.
Nice.
Eric
got Minnesota.
Soda. Cold like Minnesota. And Bobby's phone died during the Chiefs picks. He didn't get to have his moment in the sun.
Hey.
So Bobby, let us know. I think we know how you're feeling, but
I know.
He said poor Matthew Stafford needs a whole new coaching staff. Yeah, I love my Georgia boys, Stafford and Swift, but they just can't get it together for whatever reason. So it's a tough one. All right. Moving on, we have the G-Men from New York against the Washington football team. I'll take this one first. I think I'm going to go with Washington.
Yeah.
New York showed promise against the Bucks, but it's just one of those things where it's like it's just never enough for them. And the Washington football team plays really, really hard.
Yeah.
And they kind of sort of have a chance in this division. It's weird, but Ron Rivera is changing things quickly. He's getting them to be motivated, despite what's happening on the scoreboard. So I kind of like what they're doing. Yeah. I'm going to go Washington at home.
Same here. I just feel like Giants don't have enough to put anything together. Like you said, the Washington football team is very competitive. Ron Rivera's, he's inspiring them to play through, the tough times. And like you said, man, everybody in this division right now is still currently in running for that division. It's no one's running away with it yet, so I'm going with Washington as well.
All right. Let's see. We got Washington in the chat. Brother Eric's going with G-Men. He's a New Yorker, so he's got a role like that. Miss Myra also took the Giants on the road, so she's liking them as well.
Yeah,
that should be an interesting one. But I'm liking that. There's not been too much, too much division so far. There's been we've kind of all been on the same side. So I like when we get going crazy. Bobby says coin flip game. Give me Rivera and Alex Smith. That's what's up. Yeah, I think the same thing. Kind of a coin flip game. We'll see what happens in that one. Moving into the afternoon slate of games, we have the Las Vegas Raiders at the Los Angeles Chargers. Go ahead for this one.
Yeah. This one's tough. I want to pick Los Angeles because I honestly think they're the better. I think they're the better team on paper, but I think Las Vegas has spent more time together. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I just think overall, I think they might be the better team right now. So I'm gonna go Las Vegas.
Yeah, I'm going with Las Vegas as well. I'm going with the Raiders. I like the Chargers. I like Herbert. I like what they're doing. Anthony Lynn, he's got to get it together. I don't know what the deal is. I really am rooting for him, but he just can't seem to win games.
Yeah.
So if I'm going coaching staff wise, I'm definitely going to go with the Raiders. I think Gruden has kind of got all the guys and the pieces he wants. They're all kind of, drinking the Kool-Aid. So I'm going with them. Okay. Brother Eric says Raiders. Carmen San Diego says Chargers. And Stacy says Rams, but she meant Chargers.
Yeah, wrong LA team. Wrong LA team.
But the thing is, the Rams are on a bye week, but their logos are so similar. So yeah, and I'm from LA, but the Raiders have been doing good though. And the Raiders used to be from LA too, so that's kind of cool. We'll see what's up. Bobby says Chargers, they got to win a game eventually. They've been up 17 points in the second half, at least 3 or 4. Yes, Bobby, you're right. Actually, they've had a 16-point lead in the last 4 games, and they won 1 out of those 4. They lost the other 3. So they got to figure out a way to finish those games. So that'll be a good chance for them to do it on Sunday.
They start finishing games, they start getting that pick. You know what I mean? Because he looks so good. Herbert just looks he looks phenomenal. He's not turning the ball over. He's throwing it deep accurately. He's averaging, I think, 3 touchdowns a game. You know what I mean? So kid looks good. He has to figure out how to finish them and win. You know what I mean?
For sure. And Stacy's laughing. It's all good, Stacy. Be safe out there. We just appreciate you being with us for sure.
For sure.
No worries. All right, so next up we got Minka Fitzpatrick waving goodbye. He's Minka Fitzpatrick of the Steelers. They're going to the Dallas Cowboys. Um, I don't think there's much to say about this other than the fact that I will be there. I will be watching. Win, lose, or draw, I ride for my squad. Um, I'm numb to the pain. It is what it is. Pittsburgh will roll probably, but I might take a flyer on that money line. We'll see. We'll see. You never know.
Right. It's funny, man. Pittsburgh has a really bad habit of playing down to their competition. So, I mean, they've been doing it for years. It's like they lose to teams they have no business losing to, and then they'll beat the teams you think they're going to lose to. So I'm taking Pittsburgh. I can't choose Dallas on this game, but I'm with you, man. I might take the Dallas in like a gamble or something like that, just for fun, see what happens.
Maybe throw a flyer out there because I think that
Absolutely.
the odds will be pretty good.
Yep.
Brother Eric says Skip Ola. Might as well. Carmen San Diego says Steelers.
Yep.
I think we kind of know what's going on, but hey, we're here anyways. So next up, we got an awesome matchup. So I got the two the two boys up there when they were in college, Kyler Murray and Tua. Now they're in the pros next level. The Miami Dolphins are traveling to the Arizona Cardinals for what should be a pretty interesting matchup. Strizzy, you want to take this one first?
Yeah, actually, I'm actually really intrigued about this game. Miami, Tua didn't look great last week, but Miami as a whole played well. You know what I mean? Defense, special teams, they played really well, but I don't know. They didn't play well enough for me to think that they're going to be able to beat Arizona. I think Arizona's running right now. They're still one of those teams, in my opinion, that you're like, you guys look for real. You look for real. But I do kind of want to see a little bit more. So, but I do think Arizona takes this one. They're at home. No, don't have to travel. Don't have to go too far. Miami's got kind of a long trip. And Arizona's playing well, man. They're believing in themselves. So, with that being said, they got to take it easy.
Gotta believe. Gotta
One
believe.
game.
I'm going with the Dolphins, man. The Dolphins make me cry. That's kind of like my like. Look, I'm really kind of liking them. You know what I'm saying?
Like your AFC squad.
I've been really watching them. You know what I'm saying? So we'll have to see what happens with that. Oh, my mom's keeping me on track. Oh, dang.
Oh, dang, we did.
We'll be right back with that. Thank you, Mom. Thank you. All right. Let me get back to what were we talking. Oh, yeah. Miami. You know what I'm saying? I like them. I don't know what it is, but Brian Flores is definitely the head coach. I like him. The way their defense plays. I think Miami gets this one done. And an interesting fact that probably not a lot of people are aware of, I wasn't for sure, Miami's defense is actually holding people to the least points per game this year. I think it's at like 16 points a game. So in a year where a lot of teams have been scoring, their defense actually scoring-wise is the best in the league. So very interesting.
Nice.
But let's see. We got Miami, Stacy with the Bird Gang call. Eric may or may not be bluffing. We'll see. So, yeah, it looks like it's kind of a split, though. That should definitely be a fun game. Myra has the Cardinals. So I'll probably be out all on my own on this one. Bobby says Cards should get this. I'll pick Miami next year. That's not a bad strategy either, for sure. Yeah. All right, let's go back to, because I totally missed it, and maybe or maybe not because it's a forgettable game. We have the Houston Texans at the Jacksonville Jaguars in that last slot of the early morning games that I did skip. But we do have the Jacksonville running back there dragging people. They've actually kind of been able to run the ball, even though they cut all their running backs at the beginning of the year.
James Robinson is playing really well, actually.
James Robinson is actually beasting, so I had to throw him out there, throw him some love, because I don't think I've ever seen his picture anywhere. So, yeah, I'm actually, with that being said, going to go with Jacksonville at home. I think the Texans are kind of on the right track, but Jacksonville, for some reason, they pull these ones out. So I'm going.
Yeah, I agree. This is a division game too, I believe, right? So I'm taking Jacksonville at home too. I think Houston's kind of imploding still a little bit. They're losing games they should be winning, or they think they should be winning at least. They're already talking about putting J.J. Watt on the trading block, even though I know it's over, but his name's come up multiple times. So I'm taking Jacksonville too. I think they're a little bit more together right now. And like you said, James Robinson's been playing really well. He's been helping me out on fantasy. I hate to admit it, I actually benched Zeke this week for James Robinson. Probably smart with him playing Pittsburgh, but kid's been playing nice.
Probably not wrong, yeah. Probably not a bad idea. All right, let's see what we got in the chat. We got Jacksonville, we got the Jags, and then Laura McBride with Houston. So big shout out though. I do want to stop for a second. Thank you. This is my mom. I want to say welcome, Mom. First time you're making your own comments. Got the YouTube account apparently with your name and everything. We'll have to work on the profile picture, but I definitely appreciate you coming and commenting and also keeping us on track. And also a big shout out for being in the tiebreaker last week. You did have the most wins, but just lost on the tiebreaker. So let's get it right this week. I know you actually, I think Mom's moved ahead of me in the season standings too. So she knows what she's doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. She knows what it is.
And Bobby says it's worth the skip. Don't even worry about it. And he's going just based off of quarterback alone, Watson. That's that's pretty good way to look at it too. I mean, that game could just come down to being that simple. Who's the better quarterback? So, all right. Let's get back. Where are we? Oh, okay. Sunday Night Football.
Yeah.
So we had the two youngsters matching up, which could be the future. And then we got now the two old heads, you know what I'm saying, that are definitely cemented in the past, but still holding on, embracing each other after their matchup earlier this week. Earlier this year, we got the New Orleans Saints and Drew Brees against Tampa Bay and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah. This is crazy, man. This is like I said, a game of the old heads, right? But I think Michael Thomas is out of this game. I think he's not playing. I think he's not suiting up. And Tampa, this is the week where they get AB back, or they get AB. So this is AB's first official game, and he's living with Tom right now. So I mean, I don't know, man. I think Tampa may run away with this game. To be honest with you, the defense is stout, offense is getting better every week, which is scary. And Tom looks rejuvenated, man. You never know, this dude's in his mid-40s. So I'm going Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I'm going Tampa Bay as well. This is kind of what they envisioned. It's really coming together now. But what they envisioned by replacing Jameis Winston, that turnover-prone dude, with somebody like Tom Brady who can really run that offense, and then giving their defense a chance to succeed. So they're looking scary, and it's coming together.
Yep.
Everybody in the chat is going with the Bucs as well. So should be a pretty good one, though. Should be a worthy Sunday night matchup. I don't think that one's getting flexed, that's for sure.
No.
And then now down here at the bottom, we have Cincinnati, Cleveland, Los Angeles Rams, and the Philadelphia Eagles all on their bye weeks. So if you got any players on there in your fantasy, make sure you get them swapped out in time. And so, yeah, with that, we'll move on to Monday Night Football. Yeah, roommates. That is pretty funny that they're shacking up together. But Tommy's been wanting him, man. He was riding for AB all offseason, so it came together, man.
Even last year, he was still kind of riding for him, like
even after
he's like, let's hold on to him at least till we figure out if he's guilty or not. So Tom's really like, who wouldn't though? Big time quarterback, who wouldn't want AB? You know what I mean? I know.
Well, he must feel, right, exactly. He must feel personally like he can, deal with all that stuff or whatever. Sure. But it is pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, I guess when you got 6 Super Bowl rings, you get what you want. So he's got his boy with him. Yeah. But now let's move on to Tom Brady's former team on Monday Night Football. So we got the New England Patriots at the New York Jets. We got the Patriots offense over there trying to figure out what the heck is going on, with Bill Belichick kind of lording over them like a little football Sith Lord dude. And then we got Darnold and Gase, they're trying to figure out where they're going to be next year, probably looking at housing market or something on there on that sheet. And you got the defense of the Jets who's fading away, even though they were the strength. Who do you got in this one?
I know we talked about Tuesday about this could possibly be the first game of the year that the Jets win, but I just don't think so, man. I think the Patriots almost had a W this past week with the Bills, and the Bills are a really tough team. And I think they're still looking for that bounce back victory, and I think they get it this week against the Jets. I just still have zero faith in the Jets right now. Not much faith in the Pats either, but I still think they're better than the Jets.
Yeah, I feel you. I'm there with you too. I think the Patriots, there's no reason why they should lose another game in a row. 5 games in a row is just insane. The Jets, they kind of have the pieces, but I don't think this is the time for that. I'm going with the Patriots for sure. Should be a good one. Hopefully they get, use this to kind of get right and get back on track and figure out what they're going to do with their season. So we'll see what's up with that. Myra has the Patriots on that one. And she has the Bucs on the last one too. I'm not sure if I had said that. So
nice.
So that's what's up. Let's look in the chat real quick too. Patriots, Pats Nation, of course. For Carmen San Diego, always riding. Mom's with New England, Bobby with Pat's Big. And then Bobby also brings up a question, which is really cool. I want to do this since we've made it through our week slate of the games.
Yeah.
I do want to have a little discussion, so we'll kind of bring up the discussion if you guys want to hang out for a few seconds. And also, if you're still in the chat with us, I want to know what game you guys are looking forward to the most and why, if you will, this weekend. Because I want to know kind of what's everybody looking forward to in these matchups. And then also, while we chill and do that, we got Bobby with the question: who's got the better wide receiver core / weapons, Kansas City or the Bucks?
I think the Bucks have the better wide receiver core. Weapons, honestly, too. But I do think that KC obviously has the better quarterback to work with also a very strong group of, wide receiver and weapons. You know what I mean? Like, I think Mike Evans is an absolute monster. Chris Godwin's a monster. Gronk is finally starting to look like old Gronk. You know what I mean? Like, they have some stud running backs, too, and they just picked up Antonio Brown. And I feel like with KC, Tyreek Hill is a beast, Kelsey is a beast, and I think everybody else is super athletic. You know what I mean? But I don't know how well they would be on another team that doesn't have Patrick Mahomes behind center. You know what I mean? So McCall Hardman's nice, Robinson's nice. The running backs obviously are nice, but I think just like overall, you know what I mean? I don't know. You put Patrick Mahomes on the Bucks, Super Bowl automatically.
Lights out.
Yeah, automatically.
That's true. No, I think I have to agree with you. I think I have to lean with the Bucks as well. Also, just if you want to like talk about the veteranness too, and then the time in the league, because some of Kansas City's guys are a little bit younger, especially Edwards-Helaire. He's a great running back, but he is still a rookie. So yeah, I do think the Bucks. I think the Bucks have it probably. A couple coming in for the Bucks. Sammy Watkins. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. So Bobby, who do you have? You didn't really say who you have, but I'm guessing you're going with Kansas City. Based on your multiple question marks. So, yeah, I don't know. It's good. It's a really close one, though.
Yeah, it's definitely close.
Especially with how they use them, too. Like, Andy Reid knows how to put all those guys exactly where they need to be. And right. I think that helps them be more successful. But some of those guys, if you take them and put them on another team, they're great, but they might not stand out the same. I guess that's what it comes down to for me. But Bobby's got the close edge to Kansas City.
I feel you. I like Sammy Watkins, but I feel like he's unreliable. Like, he's very boomer bust. One game, he might have 3 touchdowns, and then for the next 3 games, he'll either be injured or have, like, 1 reception for 16 yards. You know what I'm saying? And Bell, he's a monster. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping that he is the Bell of the Steeler days. You know what I mean? But we're still kind of waiting to see. So I agree. It's super close. It's really close. But I give the edge to the Bucks.
Yeah, I do too. But Bobby says, think about it, player to player. He's got Hill and Kelsey. You know, this will be a good one, though. We might have to do this. We might have to make a little graphic and just put them up like wide receiver 1, 2, 3, tight end 1, 2, running back 1, 2, or something like that, and then just see like put a little football on which side wins because it'll be interesting. It'll be very close. But they both have multiple weapons, and I guess I like Tampa Bay's defense a little bit better too. But
definitely.
Kansas City is so dynamic, though. Yeah. Brother Eric says he wants to see the Bucs Saints game. That's what he's looking forward to. Yeah. I'm looking forward to Pittsburgh at Dallas, even though it's going to be crappy to watch. But, hey, I watch my team every week. You know what I'm saying? I look forward to seeing them on the field. Only get to see them so many times. So, and I also am interested to see how it can get worse this year. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's going to get even crazier. We're going to either start Cooper Rush or Garrett Gilbert. So I'm expecting it to be a little bit of a mess. You know what I'm saying? But miracles do happen, you know what I'm saying? And I definitely wouldn't want to miss it if it was this time. Because as Bobby said earlier, the Cowboys are so bad they might pull out the miracle.
Dude, I'm telling you, like, the Steelers play down to their competition, man, and it just might be their week. It just might be their week.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but either way, we'll see what happens. It should be interesting.
For sure. I'm with you, though. As much as I say tank for Fields, tank for Trevor, I'm still going to watch the Carolina game. Plus, the Chiefs are just fun to watch in general anyway. So I think my team versus Chiefs is going to be really fun to watch, especially if we can keep the game close. But I am really interested in seeing Miami versus Arizona as well. Arizona's been really fun to watch, and I am interested to see kind of how Tua kind of pans out. So I kind of want to see how he continues to roll. And then I think the game of the week for me is really New Orleans versus Tampa Bay. I think hopefully it's going to be a good game.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, I think that's about it, man. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing this. Definitely appreciate everybody's participation, everybody kicking it with us and
Absolutely.
making these picks. Mom says Dallas is a Mets, sorry, but I know. But, you know, but I appreciate you, Mom. She always roots for them kind of for me, even though she's a Rams fan. So the only time she doesn't really sort of root for the Cowboys or at least want to see them do well is when they're playing the Rams. So she's always got my back with that. So I appreciate it, Moms, for sure.
Sure.
All right, but yeah, there is still time to make our picks. Make your picks if you want to join in this week's competition. Just hit the link in our bio on our Instagram, and you can make your picks. We do a weekly prize each week. Trevor, our boy Trevor, Magic Silver Gaming won last week.
Absolutely.
Looking to see who wins this week. I got to get on the board, man. It's 8 weeks in. We're halfway through, so we'll see how it goes, man. We'll see what happens.
Absolutely. I don't know. I don't think Trevor's on, but I did message him and ask him what his shirt size is. So I'm gonna grab him his shirt, a couple of stickers and whatnot, or some Slack stickers and stuff. So yeah, man, keep going, man. We are giving out these prizes, and we definitely try to get a bigger prize for the overall winner at the end of the season. So keep it going.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. And yes, appreciate the love from the chat, brother Eric. Appreciate that you look forward to it, Bobby. Thank you so much for joining this week and being interactive.
Sir.
We really appreciate that. So that's what it's up. Oh, brother Eric says he wants to do a TikTok soon. Okay,
man, let's get it. Dude, I'm always down. I'm always trying to collab.
Eric is actually he's like been in some like pretty legit like short films and like small minor films, and he's done some pretty good acting. Like there's this one scene he showed me, dude. It's like official. Like it's like it looks sick.
Dude, hey, man,
so
get at me.
Yeah, he's a good actor for sure. So, and then thanks as always, Carmen Sandiego, for being with us. Fun as always. We appreciate you for sure. Check out her TikTok as well. She's blowing up on the TikTok, just like our boy Strizzy is too.
Yeah, she definitely her growing for sure.
So that's what's up, man. All right, cool. We will be back Tuesday to recap the week that was in the NFL and also any other sports news as we are getting ready for the NBA draft, getting ready for the hot stove and the MLB, just seeing what else is going on in these other leagues that are in the off season. So always lots to talk about. We always find a way to talk about it. And anything else you want to say, Strizzy, before we get going?
Not too much. Yeah, Bobby, absolutely. We definitely gotta get. I actually did a TikTok a while ago, and the TikTok was kind of like a reminder because it reminded me of Bobby. So that's kind of why I did it, and I tagged him in it. So yeah, we definitely want to kind of do another TikTok, but actually have him in it this time around. But yeah, man, not too much. Like AW alluded to. Share the post, guys. We really appreciate that. If you guys can grab the link from YouTube or whatever, share it on your Instagram, your Facebook, all that fun stuff. That'd be really, really cool and helpful and appreciated. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. You guys already comment a bunch on this stuff, so we really appreciate it. And shout out to our ideas too, man. We're all about growth right now, and the reason why we're so interactive with you guys is because we appreciate all your feedback. So keep it coming. We absolutely love it. We live for it, and we're trying to get better and trying to give you guys what you guys want to see. So keep it coming, man. As always, man, we appreciate you. We don't say it for no reason. We really appreciate every single last one of you guys. So much love, man. Much love for real.
Absolutely, yeah. We're gonna keep growing Slack Nation organically, and yeah, I like the fact that we, our Slackers. If you got a team, we'll talk about your team. Make sure that we get you the coverage that you want. And brother Eric is staying in Vegas Super Bowl 2020. It might cool down a little bit by then. That might be the spot. We might try to do that, but we are definitely thinking about trying to do some type of a Slack meetup. Next year probably. So. Yeah. And they just opened the Circa. Man, the Circa looks pretty dope. It's on Fremont Street, but it's like a brand new hotel. It looks sick. Yeah. I kind of want to check it out. So we'll see. And also, we're going to be probably doing some stuff for the community really soon. We always try to do a final say on our Tuesday shows and kind of shout out some local organization. Our friend and Slacker, friend of the show, Grace, she does Hearts for Homeless. She has an organization every weekend. She goes out and service and in a couple weeks they're doing their big Thanksgiving for this year. So we'll probably be helping out with that. And if you guys are interested, we'll have more information on Tuesday on how you guys can help out and donate or contribute to that. That's really big. And Grace, that's really inspired me personally to do more for others, and it is really very rewarding. So,
Absolutely.
So we're gonna have to start up our little SLACers division or something like that. I'm saying, and start getting involved with that. So,
almost definitely
look forward to that too. And I guess that's it.
Yes, sir.
Week 9 NFL picks. As always, much love to everyone out there. It's your boy A-Dub.
It's your boy Shizzy, y'all.
Wakanda forever. Never
West
forget.
side is the best side.